Hi dear spirit souls, today's speaker E.T. on LifeTree TV. How have you been for a week? My greetings to you. This time I'm going to tell you about attractive interval. As a little child asks his parents the impossible, the child deserves to have its own reason. However, his parents also have their reason to refuse the child's request. The gap between parents and child is quite like the gap between heaven and earth. We call this attractive interval. The child and parents are just playing their roles to each other. If the child were you, his parents might be compared to your higher self. You and your higher self are given their roles to keep the attractive interval. As two tracks of railroads face each other. Just like a little child asking his parents the impossible. However, how do you ask heaven something impossible? Blame heaven, play the baby to heaven, and whine to heaven. But nothing is going to work. Quite like that, your higher self is silent, maintaining the attractive interval. What the heaven could give to you will be realized, even though you don't wish. What the heaven couldn't answer to you will not be manifested, however hard you aspire. Your higher self is the celestial energy being who does the heavenly work. Your higher self can't help you unconditionally. Your higher self has the consciousness of the heaven. You and your higher self keep the attractive interval. Your communication with the heaven has little value. If you are not awakened, not knowing how the heaven works, however strongly you ask to your higher self, only silence will come back to you. The attractive interval is the way the heaven works. That is like the mind of parents. There is no free lunch for the works of the heaven, just like on the earth. Under the law of causality, the grand universe learns. In the base of the law of the grand universe, there is love. Between heaven and earth, attractive intervals exist, which can't be comprehended by the consciousness of ordinary people. The heaven goes its own way, which has been determined by itself. Under the heaven, mankind has to go through the measures of ground. Attractive interval between heaven and ground makes it possible that the grand universe circulates. As such, there are pains on the earth. The heaven should see all the pains on the earth. This is the pains of the heaven. Without consciousness awakening, self-teaching, stop thinking, and erasing negativities have the limitations. The essence of self-teaching is going beyond the fence of a little eye, joining the wholeness consciousness of the grand universe. Self-teaching is obtaining the inner route to our mind through the help of our higher selves. By the way of the heaven's work, we should narrow down the gap between ourselves and higher selves. For the self-teaching to be effective, you must first learn the way of heaven's work. The more you get awakened, the more you share resonance with the heaven. Stop negative thoughts, block negative thoughts and consciousness from appearing as acting. make a big I in me, rule little I in me. Your higher self is expecting to meet you. You have to open up your eyes to the invisible world. You have to wake up your consciousness through your higher self. Through communicating with your higher self, you must open up the dimensional doors in the universe. You must realize your cosmic identification by the help of your higher self. Through communicating with your higher self, find out your mission and role of the light worker, where you should be. May 2015, Udeka writes. Translated by E.T. Thank you.